I don't know about you guys. I like keeping steady at it. Brings me joy. Really does. A lot of sadness today. A lot of sadness this week with Periscope. Many people very, very upset. Even Randy got a little testy today. So you can tell that he also has some wonderful memories on Periscope. Periscope, for many people, was a teaching ground, a place to learn, a sense of family. For me, I think I got in too late, and it had already become kind of a cesspool of trolls, weirdness. So I never really felt like I missed anything. I loved the opportunity to sharpen my tools, to get better at what I do. If you call what I do something to do. Do you understand? I wish I did. No, it's a fun place. It was the Wild West. I feel like Happs is very creative, and it's a beautiful place. It really is a beautiful place to be, and there's a real sense of community at Happs. So if you're having a rough time, come on over. Come on over at Happs. Enjoy this moment. We will make you feel welcome. Hello, Donald. How are you, buddy? I'm going to invite you up. I haven't talked to you for a while. Were you ever on Happs, Donald? I'm having a really rough time understanding all the sadness around it. A lot of people seem very, very upset. I am not that upset about it at all. I'm not relieved. I'm not sad. You know, I feel like I've met great people here on Happs. And the great people that were on Periscope somehow migrated to Happs. So Happs, for me, has been a wonderful journey. I've really, really enjoyed it. So no matter what you're doing, no matter who's in your life right now, find connection wherever it is. And if you're new to this platform, there are so many incredible people that you can meet on here. And start broadcasting today. Do it today. If you've given up, don't give up. Have faith. Have a little faith in me, right? Or you got to have faith, the faith. I've got to have faith, right? Yeah. That didn't end well for, George Michael. He was incredibly talented. Hello there. How are you? Good to have you here. I gotta read this. Well, I'm glad you're having fun here. Disney Chick 66. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you found your way. I still have friends that don't understand what Happs is. Don't have a clue what's going on. Don't care to join. What's wrong with them, right? Are you working, buddy? What are you working on? Well, if you change your mind, you know where I am. I'm right here, man. I'm watching you. Here's a weird one and a good one. Read that. Feel that. Life is about light. It's about healing. It's about love. It's about connection. So many people suffer for no apparent reason. Don't need to suffer. Just get up, dust yourself off. If you get knocked out, get back up. Right? Dust yourself off. Get back in the ring if you can. A lot of times you're so close to having success, an insane amount of success, but you've run out of emotional gas. And just because it's not the way it was before, you don't have to go into a state of this. So much crying, so much sadness. It's a little ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's like, I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm trying to be a man of compassion, and I'm failing miserably when it comes to this. Because I feel like this platform is 1,000 times better than that platform could have ever been. That's just a gut feeling, right? I feel like they missed the mark. They could have done something extraordinary. They really could have. It could have been something. But they just, I don't know. They lost it. They really did. They lost their way. It was really quite exceptional at the beginning when they were putting energy into it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm moving from one space to another, and I'm giving my heart to Happs. And I highly suggest that you do that today too. Don't get too uptight about it. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the shift. Ride the waves of potential here on Happs today. Now, many people are saying they're going to close it down tonight at 12. Is that true? Has anybody heard anything different? If you have, tell me. I want to know. But I don't really care that much, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to change much. And then you have people who are saying ridiculous things like they're going to change their mind. We're going to fall in love again. It's all going to work out. Happs is going to forgive me. And I'll go back to Happs and Periscope will leave. I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's really ridiculous. I'm sorry. I guess I'm heartless. Please help me with this. Anybody who's out there right now who's falling in love again with Periscope? Or is it just the memories? I don't know. I should talk to Vaughn. I think I'm going to invite Vaughn. I think Vaughn can help me. He can give me some clarity if he's out there. Vaughn, are you out there? Are you watching me right now? If you are, please. I could really use your help right now. Martin has become one of my favorite broadcasters, and I got to be honest with you, when he was on Periscope, he was a little bit out of control, and I think he'd be the first one to admit it. But a lot of people today are very, very tired, and they've been on this crazy train now for days, and it's been highly emotional for many people. There you go. Ordered some of the steadfast and trues here. See what's going on. This is dinner time for a lot of people, right? So this is a good time to come on. You're not going to have a lot of broadcasters. And the great thing about coming on now is you're not going to be rushed off, right? So if you come in the show, I'm finding lately, I end up having 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 guests, and something gets lost in the translation. Lots of folks going over to Clubhouse as well. Well, Donald, come on up and talk about it. Tell us what you're thinking. I have not yet gone into Clubhouse. I've heard weird things about Clubhouse, like people go in the room and it's usually males that dominate it and won't let anybody speak. Do you know anybody like that, Donald? Huh? What? Big personalities? Do a little bit of railroading over people? I'm very guilty of that. Don't look at me. No, it's true. I have to do self-check all the time. And go, this is not good, Michael. Not good at all. Donald, I think you'll like this one. Who's this? Who we got there? Who we got there? Eddie! Eddie, is that the Santa Claus guy? Eddie, is that you? Are you the Santa Claus man? I'm going to look. Look here. Yeah. Oh, man. God, you're funny, brother. I got to get you up. That'll make my day if you come up. It really will. I have just found a Happs treasure for sure. A hidden gem. Yes, indeed. Follow this man today. Follow Donald. Disney 66. Do you want to come up? I have no idea who you are. I'm feeling adventurous. By golly, there you go. Holy mackerel.
What's going on?
It's Christmas already, Brad.
No, it ain't. No, it's not. We got a couple of days before Christmas.
Ooh, there he is. Look at that.
How you doing? How you doing?
How are things? Should we invite Bannerman too? I don't know. Bannerman drives me crazy sometimes. I love him and hate him. He talks gibberish sometimes, but I think I do too. Do you know the traits that we carry ourselves are the traits we dislike the most in others? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I do. Do
you believe that to be true? Here you go. I'll take out there. There you go.
Uke Berry. I love Uke. Uke is great. But she told Bannerman the other day, she said, you talk too much. And she said, you say the same things over and over and over and over and over. But that's the way he is, He does stuff like that,
I like her. She can push back. Because one time she was complaining about Happs just going on an effing rant. Losing it, right? And I went in there and went, I'm having no problems. I love this app. It's working great. It's not crashing. And she goes, you need to get the hell out of here. This is the griping, pissed off broadcast. We don't need your flowery bullshit. That's pretty much what she said. And I laughed so hard. But I haven't. But here's the thing. I run Linux. And I'm running Linux Lite now. The only thing I have had, to be honest with you, my microphone every once in a while will stop working.
Wow.
And I have to start the broadcast. So I think that's the universe saying, Michael, shut up.
No, I don't think
Let's Santa talk. Let's Santa talk, for God's sake. So I want to ask you a bunch of questions. Oh, anybody who has not followed Captain Rehab yet, you need to do so. We have a star here. Look at that. From Philadelphia. I would love for you to come up. I think I'd be a little starstruck. How about you? You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? That's all right. If she comes up, you'll recognize her. She is a big deal on LinkedIn. She's a big deal in business. I have another hat. I'm not just a comedian who comes on here. I also am very enthralled by business stuff. Yeah, you know what he's saying right now? What the hell is this guy on? What's he doing? It makes no sense. It's worse than Bannerman. You know what I noticed with Bannerman though? He says everything 3 times.
He wants
There
you
was
to
a
hear
time. There was a time. By golly, there was a time. I've noticed that everything is in patterns of 3. So if you want to get to the meat of it, it may take a while. It might. But God, he's got a good heart. And I really like him. And I've seen him sad a couple times. And I'm like, oh God. So I get in there and I start texting. And he'll ask me sometimes, he's like, what do you think, Mike? What do you think I should do? And and some of these dramas he gets involved in. So I don't know. Is he one of these people that buys and sells a lot of stuff and makes profit? And because I did that for years.
No, but I do that a lot.
That's your thing? Yeah.
That's one of my side deals.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought 3 tractors in the last 6 months and have sold all 3 of them.
Okay. I hope for a profit.
Yeah.
Of course, Michael.
But we go to yard sales and buy stuff and sell it on Facebook.
Can you read that award there? Can you see that? Can you see that for me? He's got his glass. I knew he was going to put his glasses on it. That's why I purposely did this.
Appreciate the award.
Appreciate
you. Thumbs up. Good job.
Santa Claus appreciates you.
I do appreciate believers. And boys and girls ask me all the time, say, Santa, how do you get around the world? I
Yeah. How
said,
do you do that? How do you do
because
that?
not all boys and girls believe. You have
Yes.
to believe to receive. And there's a lot of countries that don't believe in Santa, and a lot of boys and girls that have grown up and don't believe in Santa. So I don't have to go to every boy and girl's house.
Okay.
It's like half of what you might think it would be.
Right. Now, are you a Christian?
I am.
You got that flavor, man. I'd almost go to church to listen to you.
Well, I spent my first years growing up in church.
Yeah.
And then
I
when I
can
got out
tell
on
you
my
got
own,
that.
I
You
got
got that.
away from it.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see. Can I buy some of your Hustler magazines that have been sitting in the back of your closet in a shoebox for the past 20 years?
I hope he's not
Uh,
talking to me.
you know what? I donated them to another captain, and his name was Captain America. I'm so sorry. I would have saved them for you, Captain Rehab, but I didn't. God, that's funny. I've not thought of Hustler magazine or even heard anybody. What was his name? Larry Flint, and he
Larry
ended up
Flint.
being he
He
ended up
died.
being in a wheelchair, and he had this horrendously horrible life. Do you hear the horns going off in the background? Captain Rehab. People now think you have Hustler magazines are coming to your apartment right now. You better lock that door, brother.
Oh, that's something I've never bought is a porn magazine.
Never? Never?
Never. Never.
Okay, so your life is like a porn magazine. Is that what you're saying? You don't
Well,
need it.
no.
No?
Being a musician a long time ago, it might have been, but
Oh, I know.
nowadays it's not quite
What do
so
they call
bad.
those? Groupies.
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 And I
Yes.
do have a lot of groupies,
Do
it's
you?
and I get my hugs and my loves and from the
Mhm.
people that come see me, because we're always hugging on each other, and
Yeah.
just it's just you know uh, taking good energy, that you can, or
Yeah.
giving good energy,
How
whatever
old are
you.
you, sir? And I don't mean the Santa Claus part of you.
Oh,
I
no,
know you're timeless. I know the Santa part is
68.
68. My God, you have such a wonderful, vibrant energy for a 68-year-old man. I am 58, and I'm a grumpy, you know what? I'm a nasty curmudgeon.
No curmudgeon. No, you're not a
I,
curmudgeon.
look at that. If I had that beard, man, I told you I tried to be Santa. And I was like, this is the shittiest gig in the universe. I had a crappy beard. I was sweating like crazy. I was nervous. And I don't get nervous. You can tell I don't get nervous. Like this, if I'm in an arena that I like, and this is my sweet spot. Thank you for the award. I'd much rather you come up, though. Mrs. Smith, come and visit Santa, please.
Ho, 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 ho.
Don't put her on the naughty list, Santa.
No, nobody gets on the naughty list too much anymore. They have to
No?
be really naughty.
Well, I haven't had a president for president. Oh, what's a president? What is a president? Oh, that was a Freudian slip. Donald, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that.
Michael,
No,
I'm
sorry.
gonna tell you something. They have a Santa school, and they're all across America.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I just
No.
that would be hell for me.
No.
Oh, it would be. Trust me. I think I would rather gargle glass than be a Santa. I love that you are. I love that you look just like him. I love that you have this beautiful laugh. I could not do it. I'm too much of a smart ass idiot.
Yeah.
And
I got a couple people that
and the kids would drive me loony. Some of them, I would love some of them. Some of them, I would be like, "Oh my God, dude, this is the most beautiful child." And other ones, I'd be like, "You're not ever getting anything. You're just a little shit." What are you doing here? Please, sir, please, Santa, don't take all your clothes off. Whatever you do, just what are you doing here? We got a fashion show going on here?
Yeah, we got a fashion show. I just wanted to show you that hair is really white. It's not colored or anything like that.
Okay, I don't need to know the rest. Just hair is fine. I believe. We all believe. Does everybody believe? Can we hear an amen? So
Everybody believes.
I am loving this call. This is exactly what I needed. I did. I really need it because I think when you have someone who has a beautiful vibration like you do, you circulate the energy. Do you know what I mean? I shoot it to you, you shoot it back to me. You know.
And I enjoy it. I enjoy giving you my energy.
Yes.
That's really you get
So
around
tell
people.
me more about Bannerman. How you met him? You went to school.
Yeah,
I want.
we went to school together, and
Yeah.
when I got out of school, I went straight to Vietnam in 1970
Oh
in
my
the
God,
Navy.
man. Oh my God, you've got a book in you, don't you?
I do. I really do.
You should write a book before they make you into what do you call that? Ashes? No, sand, dust,
I hope
dirt.
not. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
become? I don't want to be rude, and please don't
No, no,
anyone
no,
take
no. I don't mind.
not you, but I'm talking
You
anybody
can't be
that
rude
gets
to me. I don't care. You can't be rude to me.
no, but I don't want yeah.
Somebody
I
else might
like you.
say,
I like you. I have respect for you. I don't
"Thank
want to
you,
ever offend you.
thank you."
Like you
Somebody else
seem
might
like
say, "Well, that was pretty rude of you to ask him that question," but I would never say that. I would never say that. But you ask me whatever you want.
oh, okay, but where I'm coming from, the avenue that I'm traveling is honestly from a place of love. It is. So
Uh,
I genuinely think you're a great guy.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
Banner Man, I'm just trying to figure out how such a sweet soul got intertwined with Bannerman. Because Bannerman is a bit of a nasty curmudgeon too. Like if you get him riled, I think that's why I like him. Because him and I have similar traits. We're not exact. He could be like, my uncle or something. Like
Well, he went off on a rant on me a while ago
tell me
about
about it. Tell me about it.
about
I want to hear this if
the
it's
people.
okay.
Some of the girls in Los Angeles are complaining about people driving down the road with hats on. Now Bannerman does that. That's what he does. He puts that. He's got a dash mount. He mounts it and
Yeah,
turns it on, and he can. I mean, he can see those comments, and he'll read them while he's driving down the road. Well, somebody complained about him doing that.
I agree.
Ooh, ooh, he didn't. He
You
wants
didn't like
people to
that?
mind their own
No,
business.
see, it's dangerous. And especially he gets emotional.
He does. I
He
agree.
gets he gets emotional, so I could see him getting distracted and I would
Yeah,
not want anything to happen to him. But
I
then there's this
understand.
other side, which is such a sweet, kind,
He is a
generous,
great guy.
beautiful soul. But then
Yeah,
there's this, like me, a little bit of the nasty curmudgeon comes up and smartass. He's definitely got a heaping of smartass, which I love, by the way.
yeah.
Helga's here. Helga's a different kind of sweet soul. We've got Santa Claus here, Helga.
Hi,
You need a
Helga.
minute? You need a minute to get everything together. You just tell me when. You can knock 3 times on the ceiling when you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. She probably doesn't even know that song.
I wrote
Who
a
did?
I wrote a new song. It's
Yeah.
called Big. It's a Bigfoot song, Michael.
What? A mid flip?
Bigfoot.
Yes, I'm here.
You know Bigfoot?
Oh, Bigfoot. I thought you said mid flip.
No,
You don't want to know what I thought what he said.
that's all right.
Helga's getting crazy already.
He's
Santa
in.
Claus. Santa
He's
Claus
talking
is
to us.
here. Please have no fear. Santa Claus is here. There you go.
Hello, sweetie. How you doing?
Have you met Helga?
Hello.
He does look like
Um,
Santa, right? And that's what he does. He's got the
Only
Santa.
if you be
Do you
believe.
believe?
No, I don't believe.
I thought she said only if you behave, and I was like, I don't.
No. So she don't believe. So see, there's another one that I don't have to go to their house because she don't believe.
I know. That's a different.
Oh, she's gonna get deep on us. She's gonna get
Okay.
deep. Have you ever been on Bannerman's radar? Have you ever been on one of his scopes? Oh my God, that would be a hoot. I hope he comes up. I would love for you to just do a little read. You know what I'm saying? We're talking right now.
Now,
Okay.
when you say reading,
I'm
is
not
that what
doing
she does?
readings. No, I'm just.
Are we
Talk
frustrating you?
No,
Good.
not at
I
all.
hope. I don't want to frustrate you.
We're like the cat at the mouse hole waiting with bated breath.
Absolutely.
And get-
I think the sign here, if you can, I don't know if you can read it if it's too small, but it's quite funny. It looks spiritual. You ready? Here, I'm going to make it big. Here we go.
What does it say? Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, that's cool. What is that? I don't see what that is.
Santa's going to put his glasses on.
And a little go.
No. If anybody can read that, it's funny. Maybe it's better you don't. That's okay. I don't. It's. Somebody will figure it out. Somebody will figure it out. We're gonna just leave it at that for now. There you go.
Okay.
So did she read? Did she read your
Ask her what she does. Because
What
I'm
do you
still
do?
trying to figure it out.
What do you do, sweetie?
I speak.
Can I call you sweetie?
It's all up to you.
Being from the South, it's just our custom to be respectful, and sweetie is a respectful term.
From the South.
I
it's
feel it in my heart.
lady.
I feel it in my heart.
Guess who's here? Kelly's here. Have no fear, Kelly's here. Now Kelly
Namaste.
is also a reader.
Now, when you say reader, what do you mean by that?
She reads cards. She
Oh,
reads
okay.
energy.
Okay.
She reads
All right.
vibes like you do. You definitely read people's energy. You knew you were in trouble as soon as you let me up in that room. You knew. I saw it in your eyes. You went, "Oh my God, what have I done?"
But this
And you
lady,
came back.
I saw this lady the other day, and she was talking, and I was really intrigued by some of the stuff that she was saying. I enjoyed her, and I enjoy a lot of people that you have here.
Which lady did you enjoy? Are you talking about Helga, or are you talking about a different?
Helga,
Yeah.
Where's Helga from?
I'm from
some
the
people.
Netherlands.
I believe she's from the Palladian
Michael.
star system. Oh, sorry.
Michael.
Don't hurt me.
Okay.
Okay.
She's from the Netherlands.
I live in the Netherlands.
Oh, good for you. Oh, what a great place. Didn't smoke no pot while you were there, did you?
I think the correct answer was, did you ever stop?
That's been a good question.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Well, I did, yes. For many years when I got my children. And then I started again.
Oh, okay. So you stopped for a while?
Many years.
Me
How
too.
many years?
I stopped in 1981 when my first daughter was born.
81. My first son is born 1988.
88. That's very cool.
So Eddie, tell her how old you are. Tell me about
You
the
don't have
Vietnam.
to tell me how old he is. He's an eternal being.
He is an eternal being. You know what? With him especially, I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like 5 years old in this, whatever this. Yeah, I get it. If you can, tell me about. You said you went to Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
Is that is a true statement?
Yes.
Oh my. Wow.
Yeah, I was in the Navy. I was a CB, and a CB is a construction battalion guy, and the CBs are builders, steel workers, mechanics, equipment operators. We go in right after the Marines and start building barracks and build landing strips and just build things, and we'd go into Da Nang and Phu Bai, Hue, going to Saigon, and we were trying to get the refugees, that was leaving the country, to get them safe harbor,
right?
And then from there I went to the Philippines. I stayed in the Philippines for a year, and I learned to speak Tagalog.
Oh wow!
and there's a lot of Spanish derivative in the Filipino language because they have like 121 dialects of Filipino. And so then from the Philippines, I went to Spain, stayed in Spain a couple of years,
Yeah.
and I learned to speak Spanish pretty good. So
That,
it's kind of neat to do Santa, and I see a Filipino family, and I can speak Filipino, and
that's incredible, man.
it intrigues them that I can speak the language, you know.
So you've lived a full life. You should really consider when you're near your last breath, write a book with all of it in it. See, and that's the only way I can write one. I got to write it with just when I have about 3 or 4 breaths left, and then give it to and then I'll pass on and go. Here you go. You can see all my mess now.
My daughter has asked me to write
To do that, yeah.
a short stories about things that I've done as Santa, you know, because I go into people's houses and sing songs and give them gifts, and the children ask me the strangest things. I had one this year ask me, he was 7. He asked me for his driver's license. And I said, what are you going to do with driver's license? He says, I'm going to go pick up my friends and go party. He was 7.
Well, he knows what he wants.
Yep.
He might just get it.
I knocked on the door this year, and a little boy opened the door. His eyes got real big, and he slammed the door.
Yeah.
And he ran to the back bedroom and got under the bed. Well, I opened the door, and everybody in the room, there was probably 30 people in there, they were just laughing. And I said, what was that about? He said his daddy had been telling him all day that to stop being bad, that Santa was going to come get him.
Oh, that's right. And there you came.
I was coming. So when I knocked on the door, he saw me, and he knew I was coming to get him. So, you know, and one time I knocked on the door, and there was 2 little girls. They must have been about 7 or 8 years old, and both of them fell flat on their backs. I mean, just like a freestanding flat on their backs. And I thought, oh my gosh, they've killed themselves. But they must have done that to their mama said, oh, they're okay. They do that all the time. I said, all the time? I said, you need to let them do that, you know. But I've had some wonderful, wonderful experiences with children. I just love children, you know, because of my grandbabies, and when my grandbabies were born, I learned a whole new perspective on how to deal with children. Now, I'd always loved children and always dealt with them pretty good, but after my grandchildren were born and I was around them a lot, I learned a whole new way of treating children, you know, because I understood them a little better.
I'm still trying to figure out my children.
Yeah.
Even to this day. So I just try to come from unconditional love. I think you're a very kind soul, and I think you might have a threshold of patience that might be far greater than mine. Helga, tell us about your wisdom with children and your children and children that you've met, and what are some of the wisdoms that you've gained over the years?
Is her mic broke, or she just not speaking?
No. She's chewing on it, or that is
she's contemplating.
I would rather gargle glass.
What's the question for me?
Yes.
Yeah. The question is, what have you learned from your children?
What have you learned from your children? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Over the years.
You
know, what are some of the distinctions that you've made being a parent?
I have 4 sons.
4 sons.
Yeah, 4 sons.
Wow.
And what I've learned is that what I wish for them is not what they want.
Well, that's honest, right?
Yeah.
That's honest.
I mean, even though I gave birth to them, it doesn't mean I can decide for them how to live their lives.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
hard.
I
That's
was
hard.
just a portal.
Does your children live close to you?
My oldest son is in Thailand,
Great
and
place.
yeah, the other three, two of them, the two youngest one, are still living with me, and my second son is not that far from here.
Oh, so you have some of your children living with you.
Yeah, my
That's good. That's good.
two
That's good.
smallest
A lot
ones.
of, Michael. I don't know, and Helga, in Europe, in the UK, people will live with their families until they're up in their 30s or 40s. But they don't like that in the U.S. They want to get them out at 18. And have you noticed that about that?
I've
Well,
I've noticed that in my life with my children, sometimes they live with me, sometimes they don't. It's more of the means where they are on their path,
Understand?
broken relationships, broken hearts. You got to be there to pick the pieces up. I've always tried to be the parent that I wanted my parents to be, and I don't know if I necessarily did a good job. I may have
Well, sure
given
you
too.
did.
I think I gave too much at times.
If you love your children, you've done what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to think I have. I think if you ask them, depending on the day, you can go from a hero to a zero very quickly. So if they don't like what I'm saying, and I'm honest, and I come from a place of where I'm trying to look out for them, and they think I'm just being controlling. Problem is when you've been on the planet like all of us have been in this room, you've seen shit. You know stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
but that
know.
is that.
Go ahead.
Sorry that I have to
Yeah, of course. You want to do some comments or something? Or
that is the choice we made when we came to walk the path that we walked.
yes,
But our children choose another path.
agreed. Yeah, beautifully said. Yeah, it's hard though, especially when you give birth to
No,
them,
it's
right?
not. It's not hard. Trust.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I am. I'm truly trying in every aspect of my life, trying to have more trust.
You know,
Yasmin.
my children have never let me down, ever, not once. I'm so proud of that. My three children. I have two daughters and a son. They're
Hmm.
40, 38, and 37.
Yeah. Well, I think it helps when you've been raised by an angelic being named Santa.
I don't know about that. One of the things that's helped a lot is the fact that I've been married for 46 years.
Yes, you haven't had multiple partners. That's so true because you gave them stability.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And nowadays, that would be like 5 extraordinary marriages. So you've had 5 extraordinary marriages with one person. That's
But this is my
unbelievable.
second one. I didn't have any children with the first one,
No? Yeah.
and I
Did you
was
know better? Was that just flesh?
I was
Yeah,
yes, I
it
was
was all
married to
about
her.
pleasure.
I was in the military 8 years. I was married to her
Yeah.
6. So I didn't know her until I got out of the military and started living with her. And then of course we realized that we just were not compatible.
You are such an open book. I am enjoying opening this book here, Helga. Because usually, and I don't know if Helga feels the same way, but I can meet someone, and within 30 seconds to a minute, I kind of know their story, and within 2 minutes, I know if they're completely full of you know what. And with you, I feel like you're this onion, where if I just talked to you for 2 days, I would still find,
That's right. You would.
yeah.
I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done.
Well, you're far better off than I am.
You know, life as a human,
Finita. Finita. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Helga. I'm listening.
Or experiencing.
Yeah, I like.
When we make it personal, we get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of wisdom in what she just said there. Because a lot of what happens with people is you're wrestling with your ego.
You're
And
wrestling with your true essence, not your ego, your true essence.
well,
Because your true essence wants to come out.
yeah,
And we are scared for the true essence that we really are.
I've met a lot of people that would trip over their true essence and wouldn't know if the true essence hit them in the face. Sorry. I think you and I are trying. I don't think we're perfect.
I don't
but
try, I do.
Yeah. Right there. Right there. That's the girl. Right there. I like that. I like that.
When you know, there's no trying, there's no belief.
Yeah. There's no BS.
There's knowing.
Yeah. Yeah. Knowing is something that can take quite a while for some people. In fact, some people may have to try again to get the knowing.
Possible.
Yeah.
But
and that's okay.
When it resonates with you, when it, whoa.
What?
I feel it.
Yeah.
Then that is the moment that you can jump in it and hold it.
Yeah.
And remember it.
Yes. We had a nugget of strangeness in there for a second. I wasn't sure what was going on there, but I get it. It was a little theatrical, but I like that. I like a little spice. You know?
You keep going, Helga. I loved it. I thought she was going to say, "Uh-oh, I got a bad vibe here from somebody."
No.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Yeah.
People,
but I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out too.
All those people, even the trolls who are in a room.
Yes.
We made that appointment with them to be in the room, to hear what we are talking about.
Okay.
So how powerful are we? We are drawing them here so that they can hear our truth, their truth.
Yeah.
To wake them up inside of themselves.
I think for myself, I don't totally agree with that one. I think sometimes where there's light, there's darkness within each of us, and we represent both. And I think you and I could really frustrate some trolls.
Oh, yeah.
I think we could frustrate the crap out of them, but that would not be our goal. We would honestly try to help them, but in trying to help them, because what they're looking for is weakness, and they want to affect you and hurt you, right?
What we can do is just see that they are here,
right?
But don't talk about it. Just do what we came for.
I just want to address Vanita here, just for 1 second. Vanita, thank you. I would love to chat with you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Okay, keep going. I don't want people to feel like we don't care that they're there.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm glad you are so thoughtful of that, because most of the time when I speak, I don't watch the comments. No, it's not that I don't care.
Okay. You're deep in the moment.
Yeah.
You're in the essence of it.
Yeah.
Santa Claus looks puzzled. He's like, "What have I signed up for?"
Hey, I'm enjoying it. I like to read the comments. You know,
read the comments. You read the comments. Anybody we forgot, we are so sorry. We do love you. We're just in the woo pass sometimes, and we get deep down the tunnel, and we get tunnel vision. We're kind of just, looking straight ahead and not looking at the side. And you know what? There would be no Happs for me without you guys. And I really appreciate all the views and especially the replays. Like, many a time, Helga and I will do a broadcast and there might be 300 people in the room. And then the next day it's 1,200. So a lot of people are watching these after, not
That's
during.
very cool. That's very cool.
You know, and now we're going to get a whole bunch of people from the North Pole who are going to be watching.
That's right. The elves are definitely watching.
They are definitely watching. And you know what they're saying? Get
Look
the
at Helga.
hell out of that room.
Look at Helga. She believes.
The whole universe is watching us.
I sure hope not. He was
We
taking.
are the universe.
Oh God, we're going deep. We're really going to the woo path tonight.
Do you want to know yourself or do you want to know yourself?
Always.
Bannerman does whatever a Bannerman can.
Is he here?
What's up, buddy?
He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
Look out. There he is.
Here comes the Bannerman.
I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
We were talking about you. I was saying that, I was saying you're kind of like my uncle. That you and I are very similar. We have this nasty curmudgeon that's in there sometimes. I could never be Santa. If the kids were being nasty, I'd be whispering in their ear, going, "You're getting nothing ever. Thank you."
Did you see that? Did you see that guy on Facebook that that had this little boy crying because he wanted a Nerf gun? Mm-hmm. And Santa Claus was saying, "No guns, no guns. You're not getting no guns." Yeah. You can't do that.
Bannerman, you're looking sharp. You're like, you upped your game.
Oh, he got a haircut, man.
He's on the prowl. Look at that. Ladies, Bannerman's in your town.
So, Bannerman,
lock up your daughters.
We were talking earlier about people complaining about the phone being on the dash driving down the road. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you what I think about it. I sort of took it personally this morning.
Oh, that was this morning. This is fresh. Okay, I didn't know it was fresh. Okay, sorry.
This is fresh, but there's one thing you'll find out about me.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And after having some discussions with somebody, I realized it wasn't a personal attack. It was to keep me alive and maybe somebody else alive.
Yeah.
And I was totally wrong about that. You know, it's just the way it is. If I'm wrong, I'm freaking wrong. If it comes out of my gun, I'll bite the bullet. I'll bite that one.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't want to be selfish, Bannerman, in the sense of all those women around the world that will not know the glory of the man because you had to read a comment. You know, you got to look at the greater good.
Well, I got a little nasty. I got a little violent. I got not violent. Well, I used to have. I got a little. You know, I'm just sort of like a big kid. And
I noticed that. I've noticed that. Yeah.
I get pissed sometimes, but you know what? Think about it, man. If I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. And if I was to kill somebody, I'd be the next one to go because of that. And listen, man.
But you know, I've ridden with you before, and when you got that phone mounted on the dash, you pay attention when you're going down the road.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
It's not like you're texting and driving or anything like that, you know.
No, but I do touch the screen, and you know I got that Eddie from chasing storms. I used to do it all the time. But the thing, what I need to do, if I'm going to do that, is put it over there on the passenger side, to where you can see, but to where I can't see.
Hi, Bernie.
But it's just listen.
Bernie's in the house, Mr. Doyle.
Listen. It is true.
I'm listening.
It is true. People need to mind their own business. But you know what? If you're wrong, you're wrong. It don't make a damn how many people mind their own business. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And in that case, if I'm going down a damn road and I come up here and touch your screen, I'm illegal. Straight up.
Yeah.
Ain't no if that to hurt somebody, it's not a personal damn attack about me. It's to try to keep people alive. And me too.
Right.
And me too.
Well, I want to keep you around for a while. I like your wildness. It's definitely out there. Have you met Helga? Is this your first time in a room with Helga? Helga, this is Bannerman. Bannerman, this is Helga. And anybody who doesn't know this man to the top here, this is Old Saint Nick. Hi, sir. How are you?
Hey, Helga, nice to meet you.
Helga don't believe.
What's that?
I don't believe.
In Santa.
She don't believe in Santa.
She doesn't believe in Santa. It's a shame. It's a low down, dirty shame, I think. But
I told her I didn't have to go to her house this year.
Bannerman, I think you better read this comment. You've got Vanita talking to you.
Something here, Vanita. That's something. Mine is if that's all you do, and that's one thing. But mine goes a little bit past that. I do hit the screen. I do this and I do that. Right? That's just where it is. Right? Bullshit. I mean, why should I bullshit? Because everybody sees it. That's what the bad part is. That's what the bad part is if you're wrong, you're wrong. I can't say about everybody else, but I touch my damn screen. I do that crowd. I do it. You know, I'm guilty as charged. Guilty as charged, man. I don't have an excuse. If I didn't touch my screen, I had it sitting up here. I'll never look at it.
We want to keep it. Yeah. We want to keep you on the planet. You see here? We don't want you to be an ascended master, just an energy level going around. So we need you to focus when you're driving. And if you really, especially if you get upset, pull over. Pull over, buddy.
Well, I don't get upset.
Yeah, when I drive the sleigh, I don't text when I drive the sleigh.
I like this. He's
I don't get
there. So how are things with you? How are things with you and Vanita? Are things good?
Yeah.
You guys getting along? Everybody good?
Yeah. Okay. Listen, man, I'd block everybody today.
Okay.
I'd blocked everybody. We're starting off with a clean slate here.
Did you block me today?
What's that?
Did you block? You can't block me. You can't block me, and you can't block Santa. And you don't even know Helga. You can't block me.
Why didn't I said
I like Helga. She don't say much.
I said I unblocked everyone. I blocked 10.
Unblocked.
Oh, I thought you said I'm about to block everybody. That's what I thought you said.
I blocked Vanita because
I thought for sure he was going, I'm about to block everybody.
Hey, I'll block Vanita.
I'm going to block them. I'm going to knock your block off. My name is Bannerman.
Everything's good, man. It don't matter how you start the Super Bowl. It matters how you finish it. Right? So
I love Vanita. I think Vanita is a very unique expression. She is who she is, and she's not apologetic about it. And anybody who stands their ground is amazing. And I think it's really difficult to be a strong woman. I really do. I don't think that society makes it easy. You know, and then you get deemed and labeled for things but if a man does something, like you go off the rails, I go off the rails, we all do it, right?
Yeah.
We seem to be forgiven a lot easier. I don't know why that is. Hi, Jess. How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Takara.
Yes.
Oh, Lordy, have mercy.
You know?
And I go by.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, you got a troll in here, Randy Terrorist. Talking about
don't focus on it. Let us speak about positive things, good things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they are here in the room.
Yeah.
And
here's the thing,
Michael.
That's him. See that guy right there? He's just sad. That's all it is. He's just a sad guy.
He needs his diaper changed.
Yeah, he's got poop in his diaper. He's got a poopy diaper.
Are you going to help him?
Now, Bannerman won't do that. Bannerman won't change a diaper.
Bannerman will buy him. Bannerman will buy him diapers. That's the kind of man that Bannerman is. He'll get the handy wipes to wipe his ass for him and go, look. Yeah. He'll clean it up. He'll send him on his way. He might even buy him a shirt. You know, How many people have you spent crazy money on this formula? Crazy money.
Do you want now?
He would.
Man,
No, I don't want that. You just stop yourself. There you go. Look at that. This right now we're holding your hand, sir. What's he calling himself? Randy the Terrorist? We're holding your hand. There you go.
Yeah, Randy the Terrorist.
We're all about that. But I totally agree with Helga. You know, don't feed the flame. The other day someone had a troll in and they started crying and I went, you just let that person win. What are you doing? But that's the thing. We have a lot of people on this formula, you know, that are not very stable. So what are we about here? We're about light. We're about love. We're about connection. We're about friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You're breaking up really bad, buddy. Is he breaking up with you guys?
Michael, let me say this. Let me say this to you. I'm gonna love that troll. Randy's terrible. I'm gonna love him. I'm gonna hug him. I'm gonna probably kiss him on the cheek, but that's gonna after I get through whipping his ass.
Okay. It's starting to sound like a very B movie. I'm a little worried. Okay.
Hey man, I'm just telling you. Come on down to Mississippi.
I don't want to need to know about your erotica. No, yeah. I have a feeling. Yeah. Like you keep those feelings to yourself, sir. You know.
Come on down.
Look at him. I can't even hear him.
Well, come on down to Mississippi. I'll buy him a beer. How about that, Michael? I'll buy him a beer.
Yeah, I'll buy you a hot dog. Yeah, that's
right. I'll buy you a hot dog and a beer.
Some people say Randy deserves it. Some people say Randy deserves it, right? So you've got one camp that absolutely loves Randy, and you got another camp. I know what happened with this individual. Randy said something about Christians, and he has been on the warpath ever since. This person here.
Oh, this guy here?
This gentleman here that says Randy is the terrorist. Yeah, and he said that Randy's going to hell because he doesn't believe in Jesus or something.
Okay, can I address that?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I can even bring you up. Here we go. She's going to heal the world. Ding, ding, ding.
There she is.
There she is in all of her glory. And even the light's coming down right on your head there. Perfect. Okay.
It is pretty funny. I bet you wear
it. Is. Look at it. It's like...
You are pretty funny, Randy Terrace. I might start thinking about you different.
Go ahead, Helga.
Go ahead, Helga.
To the person that is a Christian and choose to walk this path as a troll, I came from the same belief as you. I no longer hold any belief of any religious faith. Those are programs in my eyes. The only thing I know is that we are all one. And the faith is something that holds us against each other instead of become one again. If you say, I believe in God, ask yourself which God you believe in. The one outside of yourself or the one inside of you? Because in the Christian Bible, Jesus say, the kingdom of God is within man. So it is in each one of us. I think this is a period that we can come closer to one another if we let go of all the programs all the programs. It divides us. One thing we have in common, we come and we go. We come and we go. And in the meantime, it is up to us how we spend our life as a human. Because the breath of God, as it is written in the Bible, that is the energy that is in the body, that makes the body work. And when the body is done, the energy goes out of the body again. So why are we fighting? Don't you see it?
Very true.
Wow.
I don't hold anything against anyone because I had to walk my path through this life as a human being.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call. A lot of high emotions right now, everywhere. We just came off a full moon, Santa.
To enter this life again of knowing.
I'm not
Knowing
laughing
what
at
I
you.
am.
Santa Claus comment.
And when I know what I am, I know what you are. Because you are me and I am you. Yes, as a human, I'm a woman and you are a man. But our essence is the same. And when we can find that point in our lives as a human being, we will change the world.
Okay, you handled that well. You handled that well. I touche. It's all good.
Yeah, Randy Terrace asked me if Gramps had a suit.
Yes, he
Yes,
does.
Gramps has several suits.
Yeah, many suits, in fact. Yes.
So Randy Terrace must be 30. Am I correct?
How about this for a sec? Let's take a break from that. Let's switch it in a different angle just for a moment. I just got a call from a friend. I don't know if you could hear the call. Could you guys hear what was going on?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank God the mute did work. But there are a lot of high emotions going on right now about Periscope. We've had people saying things that maybe were a little unsensitive. I think you have one camp like myself that don't really understand why everybody's so emotional at the ending of it. Is that dog?
That's my dogs. An ambulance went by. Every time an ambulance goes by, my German Shepherd start howling.
That sounded like a choir. Okay, I'm gonna read that. That was surreal. That really was surreal. Wasn't that weird, Helga? That was weird. Duty makes
No, that's not weird.
Yes, Randy, you can sit on my lap. I do not mind.
It's not weird. The dogs are more connected than you and I.
That's a fact. They are. Helga, that is a true statement.
I have also dogs.
Yeah. Duty makes us do things well, but love makes us do them beautifully. And that's what we're about here. We're about love.
Zig Ziglar.
Zig
Boy,
Ziglar. Do you remember him?
Oh God, do I ever.
Back in the day?
Look, I've been to so many training things sponsored by Zig Ziglar. Wow.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
20 years ago, maybe. Early 80s.
Yes. So many years ago, I used to live in a place called Brights Grove. And what I'm going to show you here is the view most days that I saw when I woke up. That right there.
That's pretty cool.
And I miss that. I miss the
Michael.
stillness of that. Yes.
Fraser asked you to invite Chief.
Okay. Who's Chief?
I don't know. Ask Fraser.
Okay. Who's Chief?
I'll be right back.
Sure. Fraser, do you want to come up? Is that what that means? I don't know what that means. Maybe you can explain it to us in code. Yeah. I knew tonight was going to be wild. I knew.
Yes, he wants to come in.
I could feel it was going to be
Invite
wild.
him.
Eric.
Yes, Eric. Thank you, brother.
Hey, man. How you doing? Have you been watching the craziness at all, sir? You enjoying the show? Eric, can you hear us? We got Fraser here now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, Fraser, who's Chief? Or did you want to... You don't want to
I
explain?
was just saying invite me Chief, but it was like a phrase, but just saying it, you can invite
Oh, okay.
it was just it was like
Okay.
Hi,
Okay.
Fraser.
I hear the
Eric.
bulls. I hear the bulls.
Bannerman, Eddie.
Hey, Helga. Hey, Fraser. Hello, Michael.
everybody,
Hello, my friend.
Eric,
My dear friend, who's pixelated
Hello.
beyond your wildest dreams. So let's have a look together, folks. This is what happens. Ta-da!
What
Hit the
happened?
ball, brother. Hit the ball. Fraser, keep talking. If you want to interpretive sing while it's on, that would be great. Healing. Healing.
You're playing your bowls. I mean, you're
Healing.
singing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Don't let anybody play with your bowls, Fraser. Healing. Healing.
Yeah, Bernie knew I was talking about Chief. So there's the I'm trying to laugh at the troll.
Okay. Santa, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, this guy here, this guy with the beard, I like this guy. Eric, how you doing, buddy?
Good to meet you, Eddie.
Nice to meet you,
Doing
man.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I watch you all the time. I think I'm subscribed to you.
No,
He's
okay.
got a lot
Awesome.
of fans. He's got a lot of fans. There's no doubt
Yes, he
about
does.
it.
Yes, he does.
So I think there's a lot of sensitivity regarding Periscope. I was never really on Periscope much, so I think there's a lot of people who were on it religiously daily and have
It's religion.
obviously-
For some people, it's religion, my friend.
Religion, exactly.
Yeah,
Tell me
it's like
what Periscope was.
Yeah, it's pretty much that's what it is. It was like people's lives, I suppose. It was kind of there. They built up a lot of people, relationships, and people met people in real life and not just on a phone screen. And tomorrow is your final day, literally from midnight. That's it. Boom, ka-ching.
Is it also a broadcast TV thing?
Periscope, yeah, it's an app on your phone. It's the exact same as the app on your phone on Happs, and people broadcast around the world. They added the odd features down the line, and you could bring people in. You could do a dual broadcast. It was just audio only as well, mainly video, but you could bring audio voices in. It went to your Twitter, so it was very popular. And and
I used to call it Parasite. It got so crazy. It was So exactly. What you would have is, you see how we have this troll here? You'd have 5 of those, and then you'd boot him out, and he'd be back, and he'd be a girl the next time.
5 more. Yeah. So it was. I think it's obviously there's a lot of people who broadcast religiously and used it or simul streamed through other platforms to Periscope, and they've obviously built up a major big following around the world of their.
Was it really big in the UK?
It was big in probably mainly. This is
all over the world.
Thing about, it's all over the world.
All over the world.
It's all over the world, but a lot of platforms
it's like Eric. It's all over the world. It's growing. It's expanding.
A lot of platforms like this, and a lot of platforms like Periscope, because they're mainly more benefit the American Canadian sort of side.
Yes.
Because of the time, it's just due to the time zones, UK, America, because a lot of people are technically in their bed, and Hayek, you know, I'm not eating. I'm not eating. Right, okay. No, there's because of the time zones. Obviously, I mean, eventually in the UK, people got their bed. It's like it tends all the Americans come on to the broadcast, and it was kind of onto Periscope, and it was very busy. Yeah, she'll get people in other countries due to. So it's more. A lot of these platforms are more American top heavy, and or America side heavy, in the rest of the world due to the time zone difference, etc. So, like that's why you get Australians coming on.
Mrs. Barry, would you like to come up? I would love to talk to you for a few minutes. That would be great to have you here.
Well, I was actually before I just popped on very briefly. I had polished off a packet of pork scratchings. Actually.
Well, that's good. That's his latest sponsor.
Who is that?
Pork.
Yeah, they're going to give him cases of these, and if he drops dead, we know not to eat cases of them.
Pork scratchings.
Show him again. Come on. Show respect to Santa here. You got to be.
Well, they were just that.
I can see it, but I don't know what it is.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought he was saying? I can't understand a word you're saying. You know what? Join the boat.
Pork crackling. It's the kind of stuff you get on top of a.
Anyway. You get used to it. You actually start to understand. Oh, she's saying hi, Eric. Yuki, can you come up for a couple minutes?
No, I'm.
Yeah, I want to ask her a couple of questions.
It's uke, like the ukulele uke.
Yeah.
No, I was.
She made me know how to pronounce her name.
She did. She punished Santa.
She punished Santa because I was calling her.
Oh, you're on the naughty list now. Oh boy.
I have to admit, I have to admit, this troll's quite funny actually. Some of the stuff he's coming out with is quite a lot.
I'm enjoying it. I believe it's the same troll that was in here that called me a racist last time because they asked for the rebel flag again. But now instead of a female name, it's a male name.
I disagree.
So Fraser.
Hey Eric, don't pay no attention to that people, man.
Yes, Michael.
Fraser, I'm going to drop you down. Know, right? I'm also going to drop down Eddie.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to let some other people up for a second here. We were having bandwidth
Michael,
problems. Yeah.
I'm going to go to bed because this is what I say to everybody. Have a great.
Okay.
Just pop up and say hello and just to.
Well, listen, you say hello to those nice ladies that are waiting for you. Okay.
Everybody in the chat, have a great evening, and I'll catch you around the best. Okay, everybody.
Yes.
Take care. Okay.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right. Well.
All right. Just us, buddy. Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What's going on? Put your mic on. Maybe drop down, come back in. Can people hear me? You can hear me, though. I can see. Yeah. So you drop down, come back up, and we'll try to get this right. How's everybody doing? A lot of high emotions. We've got some crazy stuff going on. Is he bothering you? He's going crazy. He's going crazy. Well, as long as he's having joy. A lot of this going on, guys, right now. A lot of sadness. People are very upset. This is what we need right here. A little bit of unity, right? We need some love in this time. We need to look out for each other and take care of each other during this. And I'm going to try to be very compassionate while things are going on, while we transition from one home to another. Chill. Okay. That's funny. So, has anybody else noticed a little more drama going on recently? We do. I like that. We do. Yes. We do need some form of healing going on. Would you guys agree with that? Absolutely. And I think we need to be more respectful with each other. You know, be love, be light, right? Focus on that. Let's stop being nasty to each other. If you think in a negative terms, you will get negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. And that's what we're looking for. Mookie! I would love for Mookie to come up. Mookie brings me joy. Mookie, it's been wild today, buddy. A lot of high emotions on Happs. People are really kind of sad. A lot of sadness going on. People saying things they don't mean. A little hostile. So I think people are having problems letting go of the past. I never really got deep into Periscope, so I don't fully understand it. And if I invested 5 years, I might feel that way. So Mookie, you going to come up? Mrs. Barry, are you going to come up for a few minutes before I go? Hi, Gina. Gina, would you like to come up? You can if you want. I'm trying to make it available to anybody who wants to come up right now. I sometimes don't let everybody in, so today, my goal was kind of let it unfold, see what happens. Try not to control it so much. Be okay with it not being okay. It got kind of ugly there for a bit. Have you seen the crying? I've seen multiple broadcasts with people sobbing, uncontrollably sobbing. You know, and it's just one chapter. It's not the end of the world. It really is not the end of the world. But to them, I guess they're very invested. They're very, very invested in what's going on around them. Here's an old one. Let's read this one. Let's see how this goes. So, does it officially stop today, tomorrow? Does anybody know? Affirmations to overcome stress. I am calm and at peace. My life unfolds naturally. My mind is at ease and relaxed. Life is beautiful and I am calm. Mookie! Thank you. Mookie, what is going on? It is crazy today, buddy. High
It's always been crazy. You're just exposed to it now more.
Yeah, whatever. Not like this. Not like this.
It was inevitable.
Okay, please
the last
explain it to me.
diehards of Periscope, the true degenerates, the people that just could not grasp that Periscope wasn't real life,
right?
Now they have to face the fact that it's done. It's done. The sky is falling. Nothing they do, it doesn't matter how much they whine.
Yeah.
It's done. It wasn't a profitable venture. Twitter kept it up a lot longer than they probably financially should have.
Should have, yeah.
And, I mean, a lot of those people were trash people. How you doing, sir? But, I mean, it was inevitable. They are going to have to find other platforms. And one of the things that I had a hard time with Happs was that like for people like you, it's great. There are a bunch of people just like you with this. They're positive people. There's a lot of artists. There's a lot of hippies. There's a lot of nice, like super nice people. And I'm like,
okay, I'll take that as a compliment. Okay,
I don't know how to deal with super nice people. I'm used to trolls. I'm used to at Hiker 12 coming in there and being like, your jacket is plastic. Oh my God, your wife is so ugly. Like, that's what I'm used to. That's
Yeah.
Periscope. That's
Periscope. Yeah.
You come into Happs and these people are nice. They're polite.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to send out good vibes.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be a while. Like, a lot of Periscope people are going to try to come in here and bring their drama. And
okay, explain that though. Go a little deeper, because for people who don't know Periscope, I want them to be aware, because they're horrified by some of the troll stuff. Where you and I have seen it, we've done it. We laugh. It's
okay. So I mean, Periscope was just like one of the first ways you could broadcast like this and have people interact, right?
Yeah.
So it was not a well thought out app. It was a poorly thought out app. There was almost no way to monetize it. They had almost no technical controls when they were first doing it.
Yeah.
It was very Frankenstein together. And it was completely open. There were times when it was like, I watched people, especially when Periscope first spun up, I was watching people smoke crack with their location services on, where I could have told, like, I could, expand in and tell you their address.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if I was a cop, I would this is what I would like, hey, I need 3 drug busts tonight.
Yeah, just go on Periscope. Yeah, I agree. It was, and a lot of really strange sexual stuff went on.
I mean, that's the internet. People like sex. People are going to do weird things for sex. The more socially awkward you are, the more that's going to play into you. People that don't have the mental capacity or courage to go out and try to interact with other people. And Gina's correct. The trash on Periscope and what you get, I don't know if you guys have ever, an interesting study psychologically, and this is a scientific study, is gang stalking, right?
Okay.
And gang stalking is a very, very particular delusion that it's a paranoid delusion, borderlines on schizophrenia, that these people believe that the government or an organization is actively recruiting other people in their life to gang stalk them, right?
Okay.
And this was not a problem until apps like Periscope and YouTube came about, right? Until the internet got very big. And not that Periscope or YouTube are to blame for this, but what happened with the rise of the internet and the people being able to do their own websites and make their own communities is that this delusion feeds, like, my delusion feeds your delusion, which helps, turn around. Then you feed mine back. And then we gather other people together.
Oh, I see where you're going. Okay.
Now, when I first there was a shooting in Florida.
Yeah.
Which was done, it was Florida State College. It was a lawyer. This guy was a lawyer. He had got his bachelor's, got his law degree, passed the bar, was a practicing lawyer when this psychosis started to take him. And he ended up shooting up 3 or 4 people with a shotgun at Florida State. What people didn't realize, especially in the first couple of weeks, is he had left a full video confession on YouTube of why he did it. And it's like 2.5 hours of this very intelligent, very articulate, very educated man very calmly explaining his delusion. I mean, step by step. And I've read enough about psychology.
Mookie, can you read the comment there?
There's a lot of comments.
Well, read the very last one. Would you rather okay.
Our children see so much of this trash before they're even mature enough to understand it's trash and not truth. And that, Gina, one of the things about that is if you're a parent and your kids are exposed to this, there's one fault in there, right? Like, you're the parent. Like, there's a lot of games my kids don't play on their iPads, There's a lot of games they don't play. They don't go online. They don't watch YouTube if I'm not there. They don't watch shows I don't approve of.
You're trying to protect them. You're trying to shield them. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, my kids are smart. I'm a pretty blunt person. I give my kids a very, I mean, I tone it down because they're children, but I give them a lot of, but yeah, that's on me. They're my kids. All right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I shield them. Like, my kids don't spend the night at other people's house. I don't know those people. Even if I know them, I don't know them. I don't know them like that.
Yeah. So, Mookie, we're going kind of on a tangent here, but what I want, and I love your tangents. I've been doing it now for 2 years, but it's all real, man. If you can, just give the people on here kind of a smidgen of what's coming, because the Happs thing has been, like you said, this beautiful, calm, sharing of positive vibrations, and a lot of people are very highly strung out from the letdown or the failing of a relationship called Periscope. So what do they have to look forward to as people?
You want to know what the Periscope people have to look forward to?
Yeah.
I mean, most of those people are delusional. Your life is still going to suck. You are still going to fucking look for meaning in places that are retarded. You are still not going to work out in the gym. You're still not going to, you're not going to get off drugs. You're not going to stop drinking. You're not going to repair your personal relationships. You're basically just going to bring your trash to other platforms. That's basically for the Periscope people. That's the 90% of you. That's what's going to happen. You're basically just going to fuck up other platforms. You're going to take things like Happs and dirty it up, which is unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate because
it's more entertaining for me, but it will be unfortunate for the other people here.
Yeah, because you know how to navigate the crazy.
I'm kind of a trash person that way. Like Jerry Springer's shit and it's bad shit. But Periscope's real, like that. The actual trailer parks come into Periscope, and you're like, and I'm not a good enough person to be like, oh, I shouldn't encourage this.
Right.
Mookie's a bad person. I just spin him up. I can't help myself. Let's see how fast we can get him going.
Well, you enjoy that.
Like I said, I wish I was a better person, but I'm not. I try to be a better person. Like, I try to, Mike is a good person. Okay, I'll follow Mike. Oh, look, Randy. Randy seems to have his shit together. Randy's an educated person. He talks about smart stuff. Yes. I'll follow Randy. And, I go like that. And then, like I said, I deleted Periscope about 2 weeks ago. But, you understand, G, I enjoy it. I really do. I don't do coke, but this is my equivalent.
It's your crack.
It's not even that. It's just
how
you say that? The fascination of seeing how people work.
Right.
Just blows my mind because I spent so much of my life sheltering myself from so much trailer park that I grew up in.
Yes.
That understanding who these people are and how they work, and the fact these people vote. They have kids. They call their legislators. They make policy. They affect how you live. And it just blows my mind, like what these people do. And I don't have it in me not to watch them. And then there's other things. There are tragic things. Like I said in Randy's Scope, that I watched a guy who is a full-blown gang stalker.
Yeah.
Who I watched him have a complete psychotic break over the period of 6 months on Periscope.
Right.
And it was a weird process to watch. But it's one of those things that I don't think gang stalking, like I said, is a weird thing, because when I first heard about gang stalking, when I Googled it to try to find out more, it was on the 6th page. About halfway down was the first medical professional commenting on this disorder.
Right.
Everything for the first 5.5 pages
Yes.
was all like gang stalker communities. It was all them talking to each other and getting themselves spun up. And like that.
So can we end this on an upswing? Can you say something that is remotely positive, something we can look forward to before I end this? Can you give us a little nugget of joy, some form of hope, or are you not going to appease me and you're just going to tell them the truth?
I'm going to tell them the truth regardless.
Yes.
But Happs, if you want positive, Happs is a thought out platform, people. Happs is already monetized. They're already making money. They have not propaganda, but they have a marketing strategy.
Yes.
They reward good behavior. They reward people who produce.
They do. That is such a true statement. They do reward good behavior. I like that. That is actually awesome.
It is something that I think will give at least there's a section of Periscope crazy that's going to come here.
Yeah.
That will find that structure and then conform to it, which will better their lives. And that's a positive thing.
So listen, folks, it's getting to an hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to probably take a break and be on later. I would love to see you later. Mookie.
Oh, Space Jason. Come back, buddy.
You behave. All right. So what? Me? Couldn't be. So I'm hoping to get Ravi on here sometime in the future. And maybe you two can rekindle the bro romance. It'll be wonderful.
Tell him I miss him. I think about him.
Yeah.
Late at night.
Okay. He'll love that.
In the shower.
Yes. All right. Rinse and repeat. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
See you, Mike.
It's not. Oh, my God. It's not letting me close here. Oh, did it? Okay. He's gone. All right. Everybody still there? Can people still hear me? I think it's still running. I'm kind of glitched up right now and trying to get Annie glitched. And yet you can still see me. Okay. Okay, so I don't know how wild this is going to go, but listen, thank you so much, Gina, for being such a bright light amongst the craziness. Captain Rehab, thank you for being here. I highly appreciate you. And Joy, I'm hoping later to be on. Captain Rehab, you always bring a level of craziness that I enjoy. Yes, I do have the best eyebrows on Happs. I need to give them a trim, though. They're a little crazy. I might just do that tonight. Thank you for the reminder. They get very German. They really do. They do. I wish I had that kind of volume of hair on the top of my head. Why is it that hair grows when you get older in places you don't want it to grow? Do you know what I'm saying? Does anybody get that? Right? So if I could find whatever makes these grow, look at that there. If whatever makes these grow, to get it to grow on the top, then I'd really have something. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really enjoyed this broadcast. It was a little sideways, and now we got to pray that I'm going to be able to get it to stop. So wish me well.